Hi everyone, how are you? I'm just in the kitchen preparing my family's Sunday roast dinner, and we're doing a roast pork tonight. Now, why pork? I went shopping this morning, and at my little local IGA here in beautiful Caloundra, a big piece of boneless pork leg was on sale for $6.50 a kilo. So I got a 2.1 kilo piece of pork, boneless leg pork, for just $14.60. So I just thought if there's anyone else out there like me doing a Sunday roast for their family, there's a few things that I have found over the years that have really produced a beautiful roast pork and crackling. So first of all, I took my leg out probably about, hi everyone, happy Sunday, happy weekend. I took my leg out about 2 hours ago, and I just had it resting outside. I removed all the strings and all the plastic on my bench top here, and I have just been soaking it with absorbent paper. Okay, now what you want is a really dry fat. A really dry fat is going to help create a really beautiful puffed golden crackling. So with a sharp knife then, once your fat, your extra fat is all nice and dry, you want to cut through it, down to the fat, through the fat, down to the meat, at 1 centimeter intervals. So just cut through the fat layer in 1 centimeter intervals, because this is what is going to create your beautiful crackling. Now, I don't know, when was the last time anyone here made a roast pork? Are you all doing a roast for dinner tonight? What are you all making? Hello, Jen, how are you? Jen E. Evans. Hello, Janelle Craig, how are you? Roast pork, love roast pork, me too. Hello, Julie Richards, what are you girls all cooking for dinner tonight? So I chose a roast pork just because it was on sale at my local IGA for $6.50 a kilo. So look at this big piece. What makes me happy about this is, A, not only am I going to get dinner tonight for my whole family, but I am going to get meat for lunches, for sandwiches and wraps tomorrow as well. So, you know, cook once, eat twice. We love that. So to make a roast pork, I have preheated my oven to 220 degrees. So a really, really hot heat. So that's number one. Number two, get your pork out about an hour before you start preparing it, and start to constantly dampen the rind. So you are not dampen, sorry, dry the rind. You want a really, really dry rind. So I have then just scored it, a sharp knife. I have just scored my pork at about 1 centimeter interval. So I don't know if you can see that, just lengthways. Now onto that, I am going to season with salt. Now it is the salt that reacts with the fat that creates the puff and the crackle. So when you season your roast pork, don't just lightly season. This is a salt. That's, you know, how much salt you do. So we've got our salt, and I've got just a beautiful big sort of coarse sea salt, and oil. So I'm going to put a little bit of oil, into the pan, on the base of my pan, and I'm using today a beautiful Flavorista oil. I don't know if any of you have seen that company yet, but Flavorista, lemongrass and ginger. They do a whole range delivered to your door of beautiful flavored oil. So, you know, get yourself, go subscribe or like their Facebook page, Flavorista, flavor, and then ISTA on the end. But their oil range and their spice range, absolutely sublime, beautiful. So I have just rubbed the skin, and I'm just getting down with the oil. So it's probably about a tablespoon for a 2 kilo piece of meat. And I can just see on this side, I haven't scored all the way down. So let's just quickly do that as well, because it'll make it easier for that rind to come off at the end. There we go, beautiful. And then, so I've got my oil everywhere. And then I'm going in with my salt. So remember, loads and loads and loads of sea salt. And I want that salt down into the scores, because as I said before, it is the salt that reacts with the fat that produces a really yummy crackle, okay? So that's the two things you need to do. Meat at room temperature, really, really hot oven. So I've got a 220 fan forced oven going on at the moment. You want to score your rind about in 1 centimeter intervals. Dry your rind first, then score it, oil it, and then load it up with salt. Salt everywhere. I can see it everywhere. So that's it. Beautiful people, that is my roast pork. So I'm putting that into my tray now. Now I will bake that a really high temperature for around about 20 minutes. So 220 degrees Celsius for 20 minutes. That's going to really give that rind a big, you'll see, you'll notice it. But then what you want to do, you want to turn down the heat to 150 degrees. So reduce your heat 150 degrees, and basically, general rule of thumb, bake for 35 minutes for every 500 grams of meat. So this is just over 2 kilos. Remember I said 2.1. So I'm going to be baking this. I'll do 20 minutes at 220. I'll reduce the heat to 180, and then I will do 2 hours at 180 because I have a 2 kilo piece of meat. And that is what produces a really flavorful, succulent roast pork with a really nice, crunchy, puffy crackling. So, you know, while that is cooking then, I just want to show you on the side, I've just got some little taties. So I've got some jacket taties, and all I did, I just cut them like little Hasselbacks. I've got them and my pumpkin, and I'm going to do this first, and then in the last hour, I'm going to add the tray of veggies. But when I'm ready to put these in, I will oil them, season them, salt and pepper, and then loads and loads and loads of fresh rosemary. And then I will just boil up my cauliflower, my broccoli, my carrots, and there you go. Also, I will steam a little bit of apple in the microwave because I love roast pork with applesauce. And then after my pork is cooked, I'll remove the meat, because remember, when your meat is cooked, always remove it. It's a muscle. Let it sit for 10 minutes and then make a gravy with all the beautiful pan juices that result from 2 hours of cooking the meat. So there you go, beautiful people, wherever you are. Not sure what you're all having for dinner tonight, but we are having a family Sunday roast. I love my Sunday roast, and I'm having a roast pork because it was just on sale. For those of you just asking, yes, that's the actual recipe there. It's from a book called 4 Ingredient Celebrations, and it's on page 84. And another interesting thing it says as well, pork cuts that are suitable for roasting include leg, which this one is, a boneless leg, rack, rolled loin, and rolled shoulder. So look out for any of those because they've got good layers of fat, and it's the fat that produces the crackling. And remember, it's not a seasoning, it is an assault. Assault is salt when it comes to roast pork and crackling. So there you go, beautiful people. Look out too at the moment, actually, with February just around the corner, a great sale on. At the moment, we got the 2 books here, usually $30, usually $35. I think both of them are on sale, posted free anywhere in the country for just $44 for Valentine's Day. So, you know, lots and lots of great, and actually all this coming week, whenever you see me pop up going live, I'll be cooking something from foreplay to get you in the mood for Valentine's Day. A sweet for your sweet, so they say. But anyway, my loves, I better go. I got to get my roast pork into the oven, or we'll be having a very late dinner. So have a lovely, hope you all had a lovely weekend wherever you're joining me from. Diane Cross, my late mother-in-law was Elaine Cross. Oh dear. Gail Witt, satay chicken and rice for us, yum. Ahmed Ibrahim, oh, I'm Muslim, oh whoopsie boopsie. Well, you can enjoy the vegetables, Ahmed. Olga, well, hello to you. Rianne Flanagan, I have my very first pork and want to cook it now. Wish me luck. You post me a picture. Remember, high heat, 20 minutes, score, loads of salt, oil, can't go wrong. Everyone loves it. Silverside is in the slow cooker. Love me some good Silverside, Megan. Yum. Bon appetit. Roast lamb tonight. Hi, Kim, Robin Parender. I love my roast dinners. Me too, Robin, especially on a Sunday night, you know, just to sort of talk about the weekend that was come together. So I never use oil on my crackling, just salt it. Well, there you go. Everyone has probably got a different way. I have just adopted the way I saw my mum and my nana make it, you know, for the years that I was growing up. Bella Bell, a step-by-step for cooking. Yes, it is. Well, it tries to be. Tiana, hello. Husband is roasting chicken, but now I feel like crackling. I know we always want what the next door neighbour's got. Kerry Fairs, roast pork, what time shall I arrive? At this hour, Kerry, beautiful Kerry Fairs will be around about 7:15. Love you, are more than welcome. Joy Dean, well, hello. I like to pour a kettle of boiling water over and then thoroughly dry. Do you know what? That is actually a recommendation by Pork Australia. So, yeah, must maybe tenderise or soften the rind, but that's a tip I've heard many people tell me as well. So, hello to everyone. Hope you all had a lovely weekend. I will put up a picture of my roast pork once it's out of the oven in a couple of hours time, and write up as well the recipe. But for those of you at home that have 4 ingredient celebrations, I think it's about page 84, and there you go. So leg of pork, olive oil and sea salt. What you could do as well, if you had it, just a little bit of lemon juice too. That's also going to just like help flavour it a little. Lemon juice and the crackling. So let's just go a little bit more. And then into the oven. All right, my loves, that's my roast pork. Couldn't get any easier than that. What I love about roast is a little goes a long way. So, and like I said earlier, not only do I have dinner tonight, but I've got leftovers. I'm going to have loads of leftovers for yummy sandwiches tomorrow as well. So wherever you are in Australia, I hope you're not being damaged or upset by the floods or the fires. Famine or feast at the moment in parts of this beautiful country. I hope you too are getting to enjoy a Sunday roast dinner with your loved ones. So thinking of you all. Bye everyone, stay safe, hey, and enjoy your Sunday roast dinner.